Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Bianca.
Hey everybody.
And continuing from the last time Bianca and I did a video, we'll be doing from Planet Hulk. We're now going into World War Hulk.
You guys been
And
psyched.
yep, and you remember how things ended at the end of Planet Hulk, correct? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
So Hulk is the maddest he's ever been, but he's also the smartest he's ever been. Without Banner, I mean, explain to everyone how smart. What is this version of Hulk?
He's pretty smart. He has some smarticle particles.
Yeah, this is usually known as the Green Scar Hulk.
That's right.
And yeah, because in most cases when we've had Hulk, it's usually Banner in the driver's seat or something, or Banner is still part of the equation. But yeah, this is the first time we've ever had a Hulk who's gained his own intelligence without with Banner just pushed aside. And of
Take
course,
that.
now remind everyone why is Hulk so mad?
Well, because everything he loved is gone.
Yep, he finally was able to take over, rule a world, and he had a wife who loved him for him, not someone who loved Banner first, but someone who actually loved him and also accepted Bruce, and they were to have kids. But then what happened?
He got the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot little tiara thing on his head now.
Okay, besides that, I mean, what happened? What made him lose everything? Who is responsible as far as he knows?
Who was it? The Avengers? Was it
No, the
Avengers? Fantastic
Illuminati. The
Four?
Illum
Oh, the
the
Illuminati.
Yep, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Professor Xavier, Namor, and Mr. Fantastic. All of them voted to launch him into space. And as far as he thinks, the ship got blown up real good because of a faulty core.
That's right. Exactly what I was going to say, word for word.
Now we open up with the prologue, which is Peter David stuff. Now, you're at least aware of what happened to She-Hulk around this point, right?
Didn't she die? She
No,
was
no,
beat
no,
up.
no. Okay, let me get it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do it so you can see what happened. Please be the right one. Nope, not the right one.
Is it not the Dan Slot one?
No, it is the Dan Slot one, but I'm trying to get the right issue. Back to series. Here we go. Basically, in a prior issue, throughout these issues, she was tasked to, because Bruce was missing, and she was tasked to find a lot of his enemies and capture them. But then during one of the missions, dealt with a bunch of Nick Fury LMDs, one of which was the LMD that actually was the Nick Fury that launched him into space, Bruce into space. So she heard the message.
Ah, that's right.
Yep. In fact, I'll just open up with that one. All right, here we go. Turns out I can't skip the other AM pages. Oh.
She got hit by a flying car.
Yep.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Nope. It just is in the last issue. Come on. Yeah, I gotta do this again. There we go. In fact, this was right towards the end of Peter David's run. Dan Slott's run. Peter David would take over after that.
I was gonna say, I'm like, Peter David.
Well, he took over afterwards.
That's, yeah. I wish I had a soda.
Yeah. Now, of course, by this point, also, Tony is in charge of pretty much the whole damn world.
As you would.
Well, it is a post-Civil War, of which
Mm-hmm.
Jen was on his side.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't it She-Hulk on his side, not Jen?
Well, both were. Remember, Jen and She-Hulk are one and the same.
No, but they had different views on
No,
it. Yes, I remember reading it.
not exactly. They didn't exactly have different views. And
More
actually,
like
this
Jennifer understood one part and She-Hulk understood the other part.
it was actually it was more of a case where Slot was clearly setting up where Jen could have the way he was writing Jen, she would have been against it. But then Mark Millar to be she was in favor of it, so he and Dan Slott had a railroad her into being in favor of it.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's basically how it happened.
That
But
just
yeah,
makes the
basically,
dialogue I read confusing.
yeah, basically, they're ready to find out about all of this, so they take the helmet in to have and the hear it, sees the message, and while at the same time the leader is being abducted. But yeah, Amadeus is able to send the message towards her, and as soon as she sees it, she is pissed. Like, you Jaspers better back up. Give the gal some room. Matt, I've never seen her look that way. I've never seen anyone look that way. I have, Mal. Same and some old Apache friends of mine when they were on the war pass. So, yep, eventually we then see the leader's been abducted, although I'm led to a misunderstanding. They think Big One, they think it was the Hulk. So, of course, that's why Tony shows up there. But then at that moment, yeah, drives in, and you and me, Shellhead, right here, right now. Jennifer, what on earth is your problem? My problem? My problem isn't on Earth! And you've known that, Stark. Known it since day one, you lying sack of... Repulsive full blast. Done. Now, before she comes to, I want her locked up in the brig. She is not to talk to anyone. Is that clear? Sir, don't question my orders, son. Honestly, I don't have the time for this now. I have way too much on. It's just hitting you, isn't it, Tony? I know. I know about your little cabal. I know what the four of you did. So what now? You gonna shoot me into space too? Stop it, Shulk. Not another word. Don't make me put you down. And he's doing the same maneuver he did during Avengers Disassembled. Oh, please. I've done it before. Wait, you mean that time you sucker punched me from behind when the laws of probability were going haywire, when I wasn't in my right mind, and when I was up against you and 20 other Avengers? That time? Ugh! Face it, Tony. The only way you'll overtake me in one-on-one is if you got some special She-Hulkbuster armor. Well, luckily for me, every suit I've got is a She-Hulkbuster armor. Ouch! To which she just beats the hell out of him.
Not
And
much
even
of
basically
a
saying,
armor.
you're being a Tim-plated tyrant, and basically says he's being like Doctor Doom. But then, and then she even points out saying, you shoot the Hulk into space, what happens next? Come on, everyone knows. How's it work? He comes back. Wrong. He comes back angry. To which then he stabs her with some nanites called Project Achilles, which reverts her back to Jen, and she's stuck as Jen.
I remember that arc. That was so sad.
Yep. Which would then lead into issue 106, where she had a run-in with Doc Samson and Amadeus Cho. And then, but that just led to a little bit of a scuffle between the two. And after which she then pounded Sam Leonard and sent him flying, which this here then picks up afterwards. That last one was written by Greg Pak. And like I say, I love this era of Marvel where one leads into another, but they're all different issues by different creative teams, and yet it feels so consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, see, whereas Hulk is heading there, he's fighting a bunch of aliens who try to get on board the ship. Oh, come
Get
on.
on board. I'm cozy now.
Come on. There we go. But yes, he's also remembering. For him, he's seeing the Illuminati. Oh yeah, turn out Namor wasn't involved. And neither was Xavier in the vote. Xavier wasn't there in the vote, but he would in one of the tie-ins he would attack the X-Men so he could find out how Xavier would have voted. So as of now, it's just these four who voted to send him into space. So yeah,
Okay.
he's just dreaming all this or hallucinating it. Of course, they have to calm him down. Meanwhile, then basically, then Jen shows up and there's Samson. You have absolutely no idea of the hurt I could lay onto you. Oh, I've got a pretty good idea. First hand, you might say. You punched me halfway to Passaic. I went so far and so high when I landed, I acquired frequent flyer miles. The comedy styling of Dr. Leonard Sampson, ladies and gentlemen. So you're here for what? Payback? Because now that I'm stuck as Jen Walters instead of She-Hulk, you figured maybe you could take me in a tussle? Come on, Jen. You know me better than that. That's the frackin' point, Leonard. I don't know you at all. You're on the side of the guys who are sticking heroes in prison and shooting me up and nano singing me to the curb my powers. You're on the side of the guys who sent my cousin into space. These guys who don't give a crap about human rights, about due process. So this is probably why you misunderstood it. Basically, the case where she's realizing how much she's been used, and it's basically all the stuff is coming out as she's kind of opened her eyes to the issues that she ignored. So that's more the case. It's more the case of she wasn't seeing the problems at first until now.
She's so yelly in this arc.
Well, yeah. Although, but basically throughout all of this, the two are talking it out, and it leads to a similar point that she made to Tony, which was the Hulk will become back. All of this is just meant to be a nice prequel and to get anyone who didn't follow Planet Hulk up to snuff. Obviously, then we're going to have Hiriam is going to be teaching Hulk how to actually fight. Okay, knows I'm here so you can control your rage rather than allowing it to control you. Control it and use it to destroy them all. I like that part. But yeah, again, basically this is the case where Jen just has now a rather one-on-one talk, and we find out, they bring up stuff like how the Hulk and the Four have always had fought in with issues. Meanwhile, Hulk is going through training as we're seeing things from his point of view. All the time they ever tried to help him or send him away, making things worse.
Old armor.
Joining up the Avengers, if you remember, that didn't last long. Then we get a summary of stuff on Planet Hulk. Although I do love this about how he's bringing up all the stuff the others have done. He said, what about what Black Bolt did? What exactly has Black Bolt done? Well, okay, I've got nothing. I love that. She's so full of anger that once she realizes, I've got nothing. But it turns out that Hulk reveals how once he went to the Inhumans to try and get them to join them, but they refused. So she doesn't know, but Hulk knows he has issues with Black Bolt too.
Dang.
So, yep. They're almost to Earth now. And Jenna's realizing that. Oh, I love this when Chris Giarrusso would do his little chibi version of the Hulks and all that.
Wait, can Jen sense that Hulk is coming his way onto Earth?
She
Or is
just
that
had this feeling. She just had this feeling and all that. Oh, and this is like a reprint of Amadeus Cho's first story.
a lot of extra stuff in that issue.
Yep. But now let's get started onto the main event, shall we?
Yee.
World War Hulk. Covered by Greg Pak, John Romita Jr., with alternate covers between Romita and David Finch. So we get a summary again with Hulk and all that. And I gotta say, I really like Romita's artwork here. I mean, look at that, right?
He looks cartoony.
A little. But yeah, he's heading, and the Hulk is heading home. But the first thing he does is stop off on the moon, confronting him, and we just get a whisper, like, enough. I didn't come here for a whisper. I want to hear you scream!
Bruh. R.I.P. Black Bolt.
Now, I should point out this is the point when Black Ball turned out was replaced by a Super Skrull.
Of course.
But he's not dead, so he doesn't revert. Like, puny humans, I've come to smash, and you should know who's to blame. You call them heroes, I call them monsters. Listen to what they told me before they tried to kill me. I've always thought of us as friends, Bruce, so I am truly, genuinely sorry. But for the sake of other, but for your sake and others, we're sending you away. It's the only way we can be sure. Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, they shot me into space, sent me to a planet called Sakaar, where I could be cut, even killed, where the Emperor made me a slave, and then a gladiator. They sent me to die! But I survived with my Warbound, Korg, Miek, Eloe, Brood, Hirom. We made a home. I was the Green King, and Sierra the Old Strong was my queen. But your heroes sent a bomb, killed 1 million people. Now this city will fall. You have 24 hours to evacuate. When I return, I want to see Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange. And if they're not here, I'll do this to your whole stinking planet! And it's NORAD, this is Iron Man. I'm taking over satellites Baker David and David 5, 6, and 9. Sir, wait. Whatever hit those satellites jinxed the coding. Upload who knows what viruses and Trojans, and I didn't ask for permission. I'm tapping into the satellite's mainframe, rewriting the code, rerouting, and antivirusing on the fly. Can you do that? Just watch me. Incredible. His body's laced with some kind of cybernetic material. He's used it to take back control, but now he's locked into those satellites. Stupid human. Gah! What is it, sir? I saw it, I firewalled it, but they modified their EMP, took out the satellites again. Feedback hit me like a brick. Then we have Doctor Strange show up. Now, by this point, they're on opposite ends. Although then they've realized they have to all work together to evacuate New York. To which Tony says, like when he says, we should work just for a few hours. I'll do more than that. All unregistered superheroes who help will get a full pardon if they turn themselves in when this is all over. A nice sentiment. Sadly, it assumes we'll all be alive when this is over. To which that, yeah, basically, this is why they're basically saying, after the events of the post-Civil War stuff, everything's put aside for the story. Also, we have the Sentry here. And Tony and Reed go to meet up with, well, Robert is his name, to try and convince him to return into the Sentry, but he won't because he's afraid of the Void taking over.
You have beautiful eyes, Robert.
Like, all right, I'm ready. Tony, a word, please. Yeah, there's also when Spidey was in the black suit because of what happened to Aunt May.
Oh, what happened to Aunt May?
She got shot. This was the stuff that would lead into One More Day. Ugh.
Ugh. I thought that was an older story.
No, this is around that time.
I didn't know it was in the 2000s. Thought it was in the 90s.
No, you're talking about the Clone Saga.
No, I don't know. I'm just
Anyway,
guessing.
they don't want to leave until, oh my God, it's the Hulk. Now, by this point, basically, Tony's allowing Jen to become She-Hulk for this. No, it's the She-Hulk. The He-Hulk smashes about 1,000 times harder than that. You really want to hang around to meet him? Yeah, what she said. What do you mean, Jersey? I need to go to Brooklyn. Basically, yeah, everyone's soon evacuated. And then we see Tony's in his own Hulkbuster armor. Oh, but because they were expecting the Sentry to show up. He'll be here when the time's right. Dude, is Galactus back in town? Because otherwise, yo! Spider sense, like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, now it's about Tony's about to fight the Hulk, and this leads to a big fight. Absolutely incredible. Hang on, we're picking up some kind of transmission. This is Tony Stark, Iron Man, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And yes, I fired the Hulk into space. So if you need to blame someone for his return, blame me. But everything I've done, everything I'll do today, everything I'll ever do, I do to protect this world. Someone once told me that with great power comes great responsibility. That's usually thought of as a lesson for children, a simple injunction to do the right thing. But there's nothing simple about it. When I put on this armor, I took on more power than any human was ever intended to have, and maybe more responsibility than my heart can truly bear. But today, I will do my job. I will protect you, no matter what it takes. And today, it's going to take more than it ever has, because I've just injected the Hulk with nanobots. They're designed to suppress his powers, but there's no guarantee they'll keep him down for long. So by the power and the authority vested in me by the United States government and by S.H.I.E.L.D., because I know my friend Bruce Banner would want it this way, I take responsibility. As they shoot nukes. Unfortunately, he is so angry and he remembers what happens with Sakaar because of the explosion. You killed her! Oh, hell. Right into Avengers Tower, and they bring it all down.
Bring it all down.
Roar! So how was that for the first issue?
It was already so edgy.
Yeah.
So, like, what made Peter go into the black suit?
And it's because Aunt May got shot by Kingpin.
No, like what? Like he just searched it out for
Yeah,
it,
he just put
or
it on just for the heck of it.
oh wow.
Now again, there's a bunch of the other one-shots. Like I said, we're not going over them. We're going to do the main mini and then the after smash. So basically now we're seeing Doctor Strange is working with his the new Avengers, which were which at this point it's Echo, Ronan, and Iron Fist. And he's trying to figure out something they can do. Like, I'm searching for a hero, only one who can defeat and redeem the Hulk in the same instant. But my spell will only work if he lets me in. Meaning he wants to talk with Banner, and he hates us so much. If we're going to do this, let's do it. He's just one guy after all. We are the Warbound of Sakaar. Hiram the Shame. Korg the and Cronin. Eloway and Kaife. Yet the uninvited. No name of the brood. And we stand with the Hulk. Damn. Here's our king. A hero, the Sakaar son, made flesh, who saved our planet from destruction. While you stand with Iron Man, Richards, and Strange, murderers, child killers, world breakers. But we'll give you one chance, humans. Speak your true names and be bound to us forever. Serve the Green King, and he will serve. The hell was that? And this is Ares. Avengers! Attack! Wait, Ares. Want to lose that hand, woman? She-Hulk, what are you doing? Careful, Miss Marvel. Iron Man may have given her powers back, but we don't know whose side she's truly on. That's your problem in a nutshell, Samson. You think there has to be sides. I'm just here to talk. You tried this trick the last time, Jen, and the Hulk nearly killed you during the rampage in Jericho because you'd had the bright idea of separating Bruce Banner from the Hulk, Len. My cousin's in there. He'll listen to me. It's a mess, huh, Bruce? Let me help. I love that. It's just like, it's a mess, huh? And can you bring back the hivelings who died in Crown City? Can you bring back the mother of Eloway Kaife, the elders of Hiram, the Shame, Sierra the Old Strong, the Hulk's bride and queen? Not talking to you, Bug. Walk away. Bruce, if Tony and the others were involved in this, we'll figure it out. We'll put them on trial. You know me. I'll stand by you to the end, but we have to do this right, and now. I can't. Then stop talking and start fighting. Jen, just wait. We don't throw the first punch. Damn it, Bruce! Avengers, attack! God help us. Ha! Trying to run, monster? No, never! Oh!
Oh, that's so good.
This is stupid. We're playing their game. The Hulk's stronger than he's ever been, and each of his buddies are almost as strong as he used to be. We can't beat them trading head-on punches like this. Maybe we can't beat them, period. But if we can buy some time, maybe Reed Richards can. All right, Storm, that's enough of a charge. And now everybody, clear out. Clear out? We're not done yet, Reed. There are 3 more layers of circuitry yet to. I'll finish it, T'Challa. Now go before it's too late. Reed, T'Challa, you didn't have anything to do with the Hulk's exile. This isn't your fight. Unfortunately, you made it our fight. It is also by time where T'Challa and Storm were married. You and your friends made it the whole world's fight. And now the Hulk smashed the Avengers. You'll need every one of us if we're going to have any hope of stopping him. But shut up, Reed. This is insane, Sue. His power's off the charts. There's literally no way you could stop him. Now get out of here and let him kill you before I have the chance to give you a piece of my mind. Oh, Sue. Reed! He's here! Not quite. And, and Come on, Rocky! We just want Richards, Earthman. Gonna have to get through us to get him! Sounds like fun. Give up, human. You know you can't stop us. Clearly, you haven't met my wife. All clear, Johnny. Heads up, sports fan. I think I hear thunder. Oh! Ah, heck no. Earthman, wait, you've already lost. People have been telling me that all my life, fella. But Mrs. Grimm's blue-eyed boy never walks away. When it's clobbering time! All right then. Oh! May he who dies die well. Took you long enough. Hello,
Dang, he
Hulk.
lasted longer than the She-Hulk.
Yep. Hello, Sentry. That's right, old friend. I've come to help you. Golden Man. Hulk? Forget it. He ain't gonna listen to you now. What are you talking about? I never much liked the guy, but one thing about the Sentry, he could always calm the Hulk down. They're friends. Real friends. Not the stupid Warbound thing you guys keep talking about. It's over. Yes, it is. Uh-oh. It was a fake. Stop, Bruce. If I set a bomb, killed your husband, killed your children, your whole world, you know Reed didn't, would you ever stop? You don't have to do this. I know you, Bruce. You're not a monster. I know. He is. Oh, Bob, it's Sue. We failed. We tried to do it without you. Reed synthesized your energies, tried to calm the Hulk down, but it didn't work. We need you now. The real you. The hero. The friend. Go Hulk! This is insane. That's Rick Jones, by the way. Remember him?
Rick Jones.
His buddy, the kid who was there on the test field and why Hulk got nuked and irradiated in the first place. Hey, Hulk, remember me? Rick Jones, we know who you are. Saw you in our robot's files. Who sent you? No one. Liar! You call yourself the Hulk's friend, but you left him, remember? To help the puny humans who sent you. And who sent you? Captain America? Cap's dead. A lot's happened since you've been away. Tony and Reed, they kind of screwed things up. I wish you'd have been here before. You may go nuts, but 9 times out of 10, you seem to hit whoever needs hitting, and those guys sure needed it. But not like this, Hulk. Not like this. There. An opening. The magician's attacking you, Hulk. Let me get out of my head! And Doctor, what happened? For this enchantment to work, he must open the door. But he's so angry, and everything he sees just makes him angrier. What the hell's going? What? Oh yeah. Basically, then General Ross's turn. Those
Ooh.
costume clowns have had their chance. So again, this has just been great, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
Oh, look at that cover. And it's going by pretty fast, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, General Ross. And that's it, General Ross. The Hulk's taking out the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. All right, it's our game now. Move 'em in. Yes, sir. There's something else, sir. We're getting reports about civilians. At least 100 have snuck into the city. They seem to think the Hulk is some kind of hero. They never learn, do they? Sir, happens every few years. I remember the last time. One day the Hulk saves the Earth from flying saucers, so the president pardons him. They make a statue of him from 10 tons of pure adamantium, and the whole world calls him a hero. Then a few months later, he's a monster again. He tears through New York, does $1 billion of property damage before Doctor Strange disappears his big green ass. People made excuses for him. Hell, I made excuses. Basically, yeah, he explains his take on everything, how he never truly believed it. And what did he do? They broke down that entire statue and made it into these bullets. Because adamantium could pierce through Hulk. Rawr! Of course, Rick's trying to talk him down, but now the military's not giving him a chance. So now it's up to because he's so distracted, his guard's down. Strange makes his way inside. Come along, Bruce. We have to talk. Where'd you take me, Strange? The question is where you've taken me. Rah! This is inside of your mind, your dreams, your rules. What do you want to show me, Bruce? Don't call me that! He's losing it, sir, just punching at the air. Let him have it. Get out of my head, or I'll tear you in half! Hear me well, Bruce. Your anger means nothing to me. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. I could snuff the feeble flame of your mortal life with the merest twitch of a finger. But I am also your friend. Let me help you, Bruce. Show me your true face. That's what she said. It reminds about having a child and all that. Then the warp core compromise. Bruce, I agreed with Tony, Reed, and Black Bolt that you were too dangerous for this planet, and I let them trick you into the shuttle and shot you into space. But you have to know, we had nothing to do with that explosion or the deaths of. Go away, Bruce. How long have we known each other? How many battles have we fought side by side? Look at me and tell me I'm lying. Stephen. I have always been your friend, Bruce, and always will be. Now perhaps you should get back to the real world before General Ross completely destroys your body. Easy, Bruce. I've got you. Yeah. And I've got you! And crushed his hands!
What a fool.
Strange, you! Bruce, I'm trying to help you. You've helped enough! Finish him, soldier. Almost there, General. Soon as we got through the shields of his alien buddies. Hulk, come on! Don't worry, Cord. He's back! Brrr! And yeah. Hulk, why won't you die already? That's your job. Not ding dong likely, you crazy monster. That's right. Smash all you want, but we'll just keep coming and coming until someday we finally kill you. So then we're having this point where they're trying to talk, where the president, by this point, it was still Bush, is trying to talk to
Sentinel?
Sentry,
Sentry.
because he still doesn't want to leave. So even
So
though for
what's
a
the story
moment
with that guy?
they made him up claiming this was a lost Superman character that Stanley made. He didn't, and basically they're having to be that he was a character who existed in the past, and then everyone forgot his forgot him. Everyone's mind was wiped about him.
Wow. Is that why he
Oh, and
doesn't want to go outside?
because he is an agoraphobic schizophrenic. He's scared of the world, terrified of himself, because he is afraid of the void. His arch enemy is actually his dark self.
Oh.
Although then there's a point where the president goes off script. They're like, "You still there, Bob? What's going on?" "Just a moment, sir. The consultants are preparing some more script for you." "This is ridiculous. Mr. President, please." "All right," and Reynolds, "listen up. These eggheads tell me you're nuts, sir, but they also tell me you're a hero. And it's time to shake the schizo act and do what needs to be done. Now let's go." We're firped. But yeah, now Ross is captured, and now they're going to Madison Square Garden. As they're bringing there, we could make an end right here. Their whole planet knows what they did to us. They're the monsters now. If we walked away today, we're ready, Hulk. Bring on the show. Listen to them, Korg. They get it. Never stop making them pay. Doc Strange, it's me, Rick Jones. Are you there? Dirty little liar. Whoa, LOA. Nice to see you again so soon. Yesterday you said you're the Hulk's friend, and now you're trying to warn the magician? What magician? This is a coffee shop. Coffee you have it in the morning and donuts and Hero, do you understand a word this human is saying? These enchantments are strong, but no illusion could hold before the strength of the Shadow Elders. Sorry to bust your bubble, but this is no illusion. A few more fighting, putting up a fight, but look at how awesome LOA's here.
Wait, did he just go from the night to the morning?
Basically, hours have passed since then.
Is Hulk still fighting?
No, we saw them. Everyone's been captured now, and they're being brought to Madison Square Garden to be made an example of.
Shoot, I look away for 1 second.
So yeah, now they're all captured and having the disc put on them. But now Strange tells Wong bring him a box that contains Zum, a demon. Bruce, for God's sake, shut up, human. You tried the war in Green Scar's enemies. Now you'll get what you deserve. Come on, Bruce. Gladiator fight? This is insane. I'll tell you what's insane. Taking the greatest hero your planet ever saw and shooting him into space. You don't understand, Miek. He was out of control. They were his friends. They were trying to help him. Their shuttle exploded. Killed 1 million people. Killed his queen. Killed his child. You call that help? And you say you're his friend, but all you're doing is dragging him straight to hell. I'll show you hell. Fine. Then you just prove you're a monster, not a hero. A hero wants justice, not revenge. Stupid human, you still believe in justice? The Red King killed my father and brothers. The Spikes killed my species' last queen. Your hero's bomb killed Crown City. Nothing will ever bring them back. You're trying to confuse things with your talking, but I understand now. They had to die because those who killed them were built for destruction. We just do what we're made for. That's why I follow the Green Scar, because he's the world breaker. So come, little human, it's time to make an end to not just yet. First, Strange Smash!
Let's go. Oh, to hear Benedict Cumberbatch say something like that would be hilarious.
Oh, I would have loved to hear that.
$5, do it.
Why, does he do stuff on those things? Those cameo sites?
I wonder if he is on those cameo sites.
I doubt it. He's probably too busy. But yeah, and so, ooh! Now this would eventually lead to Strange losing the title of Sorcerer Supreme, and then ever since then it would always be shifting around. So yeah, basically he's putting up a good fight, and during this, Hiram loses his arm.
Ooh.
Not them, priest. Just you. Ha! Stupid monsters. Ooh! I've just begun. Hulk, Green King, you finally come. Ooh! to save us. Wait. No! The people! The little people! They're fine. No thanks to you. I'm sorry. This much anger. Power. Hard to control. Tell you what. I'll give you a lesson! Oh! Rick? Yep, one friendly neighborhood psychic at your service. Hey, and what now? What the heck's gotten into you, big guy? That was that was you saving a dozen people back there, right? What you trying to do? Ruin your image? You're a force of nature, or whatchamacallit, world breaker, right? That hero stuff's for chumps, for the stupid puny humans, like Bruce Banner. That sucker stuck his neck out from day one. He knocked me in a ditch to save me from a gamma bomb. Remember that? Don't know why you'd be acting like Banner unless, oh yeah, you are Banner. Punches knocks out Strange. Banner is me. Hit him with a disc, Miek. What and welcome to the Great Arena! You who followed the Hulk from Sakaar, who came to celebrate his victories here on Earth, and you who dare to raise your fists against him. Now bear witness. As they're basically bringing Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Iron Man. They're telling what happened. Reed's trying to argue it, but they're not listening. Then we have moments brought up. For example, during recent events, a bunch of women, people got killed off due to stuff of Black Bolts and due to some of the Inhumans actions that they weren't Black Bolt's orders, but they were still from Inhumans, and she doesn't care. We also see Tom Foster, Goliath is Bill Foster, Goliath's nephew, who got killed by the robotic Thor created by Tony Stark. And then we get this hippie chick who just brings up about what Strange just did.
Hippie chick.
And so that they brought some of the creatures from Sakaar.
Ooh.
Leading to them trying to fight and for their lives. And now they're being told to fight each other. So we're supposed. And meanwhile, we're then seeing Sentry is finally coming to grips after having a talk with Tony, who's trying to convince him, basically saying his power scares him. If you lose control of him for a millisecond, but he's basically saying like now's a time to play God. So yeah, we're having them all fight each other until like Greenskin. I think we've made our point. Never stop making them pay. And now soon it's Reed up on top of with ready to bring it down on Tony. Greenskin, what do you say? Sums up he lives, some down he dies. You hear that, Bruce? Sums down and it's time to play God. So let's go into the final issue. Where scenes get resolved one way or another. Like, Hulk, you can't do this. He'll do whatever he wants, Rick Jones, as long as those beauty humans wear our obedient disc. They can't stop him. Now the Hulk has spoken. So kill him, Reed Richards. Kill your Iron Man. Like, I won't do it. I won't. Why not, Richards? You already killed a whole world. The planets to come. Basically, repeat it. That's the one annoying thing about it. They keep repeating the same thing over and over again.
That's one of the things I don't like about some comic book writing. Like, they'll constantly repeat dialogue, and I'm like, okay, I get it after like the second time.
Yeah, if you know I mean, I get it. It makes sense for them to keep pointing it out. But it's just so annoying. But basically, we find out that Hulk at the last second changed it and allowed him to not kill Tony. Why do they live? because you don't know the real Hulk, Miek, and you think you do. Remember this, puny humans. We came here for justice, not murder. So no one on your planet has died by our hands, and no one will. And we'll make sure no one on Earth will ever forget what you've done. Liars, traitors, and killers. For the last time, Bruce, we didn't. Shut up, Reed! Now we'll raise this city to the ground and leave you to your shame. No, we're tired. We've tried to explain it again and again, but you won't listen. So this is your last chance to surrender. Or what? Boom! There goes their ship!
Ooh.
Hello, old friend. Ooh! And you don't want this fight, Sentry. Yes, God help me, I do. Because you're the only one I can hit like this! All right?
Dang.
Stark, Richards, all of you, never forget whatever happens next is on your heads! So basically, this is like Hulk versus Superman. Good. Just once more. That's it. So basically, yeah, and they've never seen, this is the first time Sentry's ever gone all out. And they say he has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns.
Ooh.
Oh, God. What are you worried about, Rick Jones? He can't kill the Hulk. No, just everything else on the planet. Ha! Good. Hulk! So they're trying to help calm everything down before things gets too out of control. Unfortunately, stupid human, you think your machine can stop him? Ah, Bruce. But now Baby Sentry's become a worse threat. You have to tell me something. Does it always feel this good when you finally let go? Funny. All these years, I try to calm you down. And now at the end of it all, it's me who can't seem to stop. Goodbye, old friend. We see Tony trying to combine into a bunch of different satellites for a big ray. Stupid. They can call you whatever they want. Savior, destroyer, all that matters is what you choose. And they pound each other so hard they both tire out. Bruce, thanks. Who? Where's the Hulk? You look upon him. When each of us, like the world, and live the world, Breaker who destroys all, and the Sakaar son who redeems the world. Today, finally, the Hulk knows who he is. Bruce, welcome home. No, you're not done yet. Come back to us, Hulk. Bruce, look out, Goose. Come back, Rick. Bruce. No, Bruce. Yes. Roar! No, Hulk. We're Warbound. We stand with each other to the Hulk. Wait. Miek was your first friend. You can't. No, Rick was the first, so he can, and he will. Ha! Because this is what you were made for. Don't let them stop you, Hulk. Never stop making them pay. That's what you taught me. That's why I killed them. That's why you'll kill me and then them. Now you see, I've always have to remind you, because you always forget. Like when you found your queen, all you wanted was peace. But that's not who you are. You conquered Sakaar, killed the Red King. We should have slaughtered his people, but you let them live. So I watched them load an old warp core on that shuttle. They thought it would kill you, but I knew it would just remind you of what you were made for. So basically, it was some of the Red King's men, and Miek let it happen.
Bruh.
And
It's
Brutus
gentle.
pissed. Children, your own hivelings, 1,000,000 soul. We all must die. All this passing so the next thing can come. So the world breaker can finally make it end. Hulk. Oh shit! Bruce, it's all right. We'll help you this time. Stop! Without you, none of this would have happened. I'll hate you forever, almost as much as I hate myself. He has truly become the world breaker. Do it before I break the world! God help us all. And he basically does this big blast.
No, Hulk, you can't let him.
And they blast him and soon knock him down. Oh, this is the story of the Hulk and how he finally came home. They can call you whatever they want, he said. Savior, destroyer. All that matters is what you choose. 3 miles below, on the Mojave Desert, 3 miles below. Bear witness to his choice, children, and give thanks to your gods. Planet Sakaar, and then pray for their mercy. For tonight, the Hulk may sleep, but his rage will never die. So,
Oh, that was fan-freaking-tastic.
and what did you think about, first of all, the artwork?
It took a while to get used to that, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm liking it.
Yep. And what about but the whole story? Like mindless action, but it worked, especially after seeing Planet Hulk build up to, right?
Yeah.
But what do you think about Miek being the traitor?
I didn't think he's just like a nobody. I'm like, oh yeah, he just blindly follows Hulk. I wouldn't think, whoa,
True, but still.
he's a little punk.
But but yeah, so let's get on to the after smash. Get it?
Yes.
Behold the Hulk. He was your nightmare. He was your hero. He was your king. He was your friend. He was your vengeance. He was everything you feared and loved and hated and needed. And now that he's gone, who are you? Basically, now everything's being dealt with. We're seeing the Warbound are being apprehended. Jerome, come on. You could break these chains in a second with your all power. Don't even think about it, alien. What are you waiting for? We fought this war because we thought the humans had destroyed our world, but it was one of our Warbound who set the bomb. We're not talking about what Miak did. We're talking about the hivelings out there. We have to help. We'll do nothing, LOA Coffee, until we're certain there are no more traitors among us. Whoa! Something's going on down here, Director Stark. The Warbound's prison shuttle has sealed itself on the ground. We think the Shadow Priest is using the stone's old power of his. Get as many bricks on the scene as you can. And Ben Grimm, Luke Cage, Spider-Man. Basically, everything is still, they're dealing with all the damage. Meanwhile, Amadeus Cho is hanging out with Hercules, which eventually would lead to the incredible Hercules comic.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically all this stuff are Amadeus' calculated. He's trying to figure out what's going on. The chasm the Hulk stomped down Broadway expanding. Under normal circumstances, I'd say there's about 12 hours, 10 minutes, and 32 seconds before the island splits in half. But those aren't exactly normal circumstances. We're finding out, meanwhile, that Goliath's nephew is now taking his own the same serum, and now he's becoming the new Goliath. Meanwhile, Tony decides to armor up despite how battered he is so he can try and help out, while Hercules trying to pull things back together. Basically, Manhattan's on the verge of splitting in two.
Ooh.
I had no idea what Miak was planning to do. My mother died in Crown City. Do you think I would have stood by if I'd known? You're trying your Shadow Elder trick, the initiation test, but I'm not a Shadow novice, and you're not my master. You can't make me. You can't. LOA. What are you hiding? Part of me rejoiced when Crown City fell. The anger. The anger felt so good. Forgive me, LOA. You're no more guilty than the rest of us. Now I am shamed again, as are we all, for claiming the vengeance of the World Breaker.
You, I can chim it on you. You killed our brother. Tore off his head.
This is tying into other events, like this case, the Heroes for Hire tie-ins and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you see Tom Foster is like, but he's ready to fight Tony. So you cracked your uncle's growth formula. Good for you. Once we deal with your anger management issues, I may have a job for you at Stark Industries. But right now, I don't have time for, like, oh, he's just pounding on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, he's like, Stark! But unfortunately, he's encouraging some of the others to start attacking. With like, stop! You're killing. Their Hive King killed our world. We had no, basically they're fighting each other.
We had nothing to do with.
Liar! It's your fault, and now you're going to pay. Oh boy! Hey, oh boy! We have to get over there. You and me and Luke have orders to stay put. Come on, Ben. When's the last time you followed orders? Why and why? And that answers your question. Hold, heroes. We're not here to fight, but we are. Again, things are starting to just go crazy. Like, wait, you don't understand. Your people attacked my planet, leveled my city, stuck an obedience disc on my chest that made me a slave. I understand just fine. There's no reason for us to fight any longer, Ben Grimm, except the fact that you're swinging at me and leaving an open spot a little too sweet to pass up.
Little bug, come to me.
Ew. Hey guys, just figured out why they're going down so easy.
Call this easy?
They're covering for little Queenie. Last time round, you were wearing armor. All right, let's see how tough you really are. Whoa, are you?
Run, Elway.
They're counting on you. You gave yourself over to rage. You killed. You smashed. You screamed for vengeance. Is that what you wanted? Is that who you are?
Stop! Never cry.
My name is Elway Kaifi. I swore the oath that cannot be broken. To the Hulk, to Miek the Betrayer, and to all of you. We are Warbound to the end. Let this fight be over. So she did what Hulk did.
Inspiration.
So yeah, and now she's trying to that's what's her name? Misty Knight. Is trying to stop him and again everything's going crazy. Now she's taking control of them and speaking through them. Eventually then with help from Krog and Hiram, they're able to fix things using the old power to fix it all. Basically, once Sierra died, the old power went to him.
Interesting.
Yep. Oh, I should point out that Hiram and Krog actually do kind of develop a bond.
Yeah, I do mean it like that.
Oh.
So yeah, now they're going to start putting things back together while the Warbound get away. Now you are hated, hunted, haunted, but the day the Hulk fell, you were heroes. Which leads right into the Warbound stuff. Now, I'm doing all this because this is still important for later on stories. As we deal with the Warbound. And also, we're meeting up with Dr. Waynesboro, one of Bruce's old friends and a former love interest.
Ooh.
It's been 2 weeks since the Hulk went down, Dr. Waynesboro. Do you really think his alien buddies are still hanging around? That's what we're here to find out, soldier. Anyone who spent time with Bruce Banner or the Hulk will carry a small residue of gamma radiation. This machine should... nuts. What? It must be reading me. I'm going to have to recalibrate. You knew Banner, huh? Worked with him for a few months. Guess that was long enough. That was back when the Hulk was a good guy, right? Must have been a shock to see him go nuts on everyone. No, he was always a monster. Sometimes a monster can come in pretty handy. And, by the authority granted to me by S.H.I.E.L.D. and the United States government, I'm placing you under arrest as enemy combatants.
I'm telling you, Korg, boiled with an hour with a little salt. Nobody's boiling anybody. Don't worry, we have bigger problems than you to deal with at the moment.
How are you doing, LOA?
Thought we were supposed to be hiding from the humans.
The alligators were going to eat them.
Which would have taken care of the tracking device that their equipment's probably loaded with. How long till your friends find us?
10 minutes.
That means 5.
More like 3. You can't fight with her, and with her injured that badly. Turn yourselves in. I'll make sure she gets the medical attention she needs.
Locked up in your prison?
Would you rather die?
Korg, Hiram, Brood, you'll have to go. Leave me behind and you'll have a chance.
No, we are warbound.
After all that's happened, you still believe that?
You bled to redeem our oaths, LOA. We will never leave you.
All right, alien.
All right, aliens. We have you surrounded on the ground, hands flat. I'll meet you halfway.
Korg,
shield LOA. I'll use the old powers to make us a patch and passage.
Hiram, above you.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Some kind of teleportation technology. Get back before you said you'd never leave me, Hiram. I won't make a liar out of you. Whatever may come.
Where are you taking them?
I don't know. That's not shield technology.
Holy, we'll see about that, cow.
Hiram. Hiram?
Ugh, can't smell him. He's not.
Shield Command, this is Waynesboro. In the field with Warbound, Alpha, Delta, and Gamma.
Little snitch.
Pinging you now.
What did you do to Hiram?
Nothing. I told you that wasn't shield technology.
But you just called them.
I'm a shield agent whose job is to bring you in. Of course I called them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I don't much like my prisoners dying on me.
We're not your prisoners.
Whatever. I'm serious. We're finding Hiram and we're getting out of here. If you get in our way, we'll tear you to pieces. Right. Didn't you hear? We're alien monsters. I know how you got these wounds, so save it. You don't know anything. You threw yourself on your own piece of spears to stop a civil war. Not exactly what I expect from a monster. The nanomed should stabilize you until the transports.
Let's go, Korg.
Now just take it easy. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you.
So you think you can stop them?
Not every human on this planet is out to get you. All right, freeze! You're trespassing unrestricted. Oh my God! It's the alien sergeant, Kataping, the one who came with the Hulk. Wait, we're not here to fight. There's no need to. Don't move! You were saying? Very good, Hiram. Who are you? A friend. Now listen closely. And listen closely now. You need to focus your all power on the manacles. All of the tectonic energies you channel should. Ah! Good. Very good. Hiram! Brood, this way! Wait!
So long, little human. Oof.
Meanwhile, miles away, Shield's trying to head over there to intercept them. But they're heading in to find out, Hiram! Wait, Cork, and don't touch anything. You could. Come on, Hiram, let's go. Hiram, stop! I can't! You have to. Those are generators. Whoever is behind it is using you, channeling your all power, causing it to attack different places. Welcome to make it a shield. Welcome to Gamma World. Isn't it beautiful? It's the leader!
It's me. I'm just kidding.
Meanwhile, we get Tales of the Warbound, which basically just gives us a bunch of summaries, and we find out that Miek is still alive and was captured, as Maria Hill asked to explain it. So we get some details about LOA, little stories, and we actually find out that she had met Miek before when they were little. So yeah. Actually, no, I take it back. It wasn't with Miak. It was just one of the other bugs. But turns out she led them there to betray them and take them back.
You lied to me.
Sorry. Now, why they're using the damage control cover, I do not know. I love these Jim Chang covers, don't you?
I'm liking them.
Yep. Oh boy, but yeah, basically all this is happening. A barrier comes up, and anyone who tries to cross the barrier dies.
Oh gosh.
I told you, Sheriff, we're stuck together. So basically, throughout all the rest of the story, is the leader is manipulating, using them, while the Warbound continue to fight each other and fight and defend themselves. Some of the creatures are mutated. Okay, look at all the way here. Whew, what happened? That was her. She's he looks more, stronger at everything. I think it's a different artist.
Probably.
So yeah, they're trying to still help people out. We're the good guys. Are you sure? We're sure. Basically, Kate Waynesboro, your medicine didn't just heal me. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I can't take credit for that, Elway. It's the gamma rays. So basically, the gamma rays are what made her stronger. Because there's gamma rays all over the place. So now they're trying to figure out a way to undo this all. And Waynesboro's trying to help him out. And through this, she starts to come to an understanding with him.
Unexpected.
Yep. So Elway is actually becoming a much tougher warrior throughout all this. But then all of a sudden, more monsters are starting to come up. Oh, jeez! A bunch of people got merged together from the gamma radiation. As Miek is explaining a bit more about some of the others, including how Jerome actually had a moment to kill the Red King, but didn't. Turn on a fan?
What? A fan?
Or I was hearing something back there.
Was that me sniffling?
No, it's like something in the background.
The background.
Yeah, so one of the monsters is like the leader calls him the Horde as he's smashing through everything. As they're trying to still convince Jerome to use the old power to try and fix all this, to undo it all. But now he's starting to help Waynesboro out. And basically, yeah, so again, they're doing all they can to help out. So as you can see, it's becoming more of an action fest trying to stop the leader. Basically, but yeah, he's starting to lose control of the old power. But he has to do it before people start dying from the radiation. And it looks like Wingsboro and Jerome are getting a little close.
Ew.
As and now they're being he's being attacked by Brood and Elway. All right, there's your distraction. Where do we dig? We don't. There's no generating station. The dome feeds directly on the old power through the ground itself. Then what? Wait. No. It's the only way, Korg, and you're the only one strong enough. Once I'm gone, the dome loses its power. I didn't pull you out of the magma in Sakaar to kill you here. It's the only hope the humans have. I don't care about humans. Then why did you swear to protect them? More than anyone, anywhere, you are my friend, Jerome. More than that, Korg. I am your Warbound, and I call on you to keep your oaths. Before it's too late. Again, more explanation at the time, a bit about Korg. 2 more issues of this. And then we got one more story to do right after, and that'll be the what if. But yeah, basically now he's basically causing Korg to fight him so they can try and bring him down. Basically, he's trying to force him. He wants to force Korg to kill him. Where Brood and Elway are doing a good job taking it to the leader.
Good job.
as they're finding out how he's just continuing more and more of his body just cannot take it any longer. As he is deteriorating. So yeah, he's continuing to. Oh, and he does take and end up having to take out Jerome.
Oh.
Oh, Jerome. On my home world, men of stone grasp hand and sear them together in the lava of Mount Krona. They sit there for days, fasting and singing, until their hands crack apart and new rocklings spill forth. In the fullness of time, I would have asked you for this honor. O Lord, forgive us our. So, in other words, that's where he confesses his feelings for Jerome. But turns out he's still barely alive. Would it on? The truth is, without the dome, without Jerome, everyone's going to die. Would have been nice to hear about that a little earlier. Sorry, Korg. Maybe I'll see Mount Krona yet.
What's he talking about?
No idea. But what do we say we kill the leader now? A perfectly understandable sentiment. But you may want to wait until after we fight Dr. Waynesboro's giant robot death squad. So a bit more about this, in this case about Brood. As we now go into the last issue of this one. And this is the big reason why I wanted to do it, is how things end here. As we're getting a reminder back about Waynesboro stuff with Bruce and how she actually fell in love with the Hulk.
But what happened?
And basically, yeah, but then once he went on a rampage, she just couldn't bring herself to it anymore. But now things have changed a little bit. She's trying to stop it. Like, you're talking to them. Out of the way, there's no time for this. They're after Jerome because of what you told them.
No. Yes. Damn it. Cancel it. You really should kill her before it's too late, LOA. She's been betraying you all along. When your shadow priest opened the dome yesterday, she uploaded her report to the Shield Network, told them the only way to destroy the dome was to kill the priest. That was when we thought the radiation from the dome was poisoning people instead of keeping them alive. Now I'm trying to protect Jerome. And tell you what, I'll take care of Jerome right after I crush your puny human skull. Wait, LOA, she brought them to kill you, Jerome, to save the very humans we have sworn to save. But it's all right now, LOA. The robots have stopped firing. I live and the dome still stands. Well, that's no fun.
So then he's taken over them. So yeah, they're constantly getting blasted, attacked, trying to do what they can to stop them. Kate, I'm sorry. If Sierra were here, or even the tiny Allstrong in her belly, they were born to this power. Either of them could have handled this better than I. But my body's breaking apart. I can't control it any longer. It's leaking away every second. Jerome! The humans! They're surrounding us!
Kill the aliens!
Warbound, leader touched me, teleported me, controlling me like the others. You have to
Run! They're just children!
Korg, fight!
No, Kate, you're our friend. You have to stop us!
Like, for once, Kate Waynesboro, I agree.
Stupid, 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 stupid humans!
But then she stabs the leader. And she's back under control, like,
not just yet! Many thanks, priest. You fed the dome, and the dome fed me.
Oh. Is it sick?
Like, your body's broken. Your old power is mine! Ha! All right, little human. Show me what you have.
So basically, he's fighting it off, using what he can, and then turns out during all this, he had also grabbed Dr. Waynesboro. Why? Because
Your precious priest. I beat him. Maybe. But what about her?
he passed it on. Oh, Jerome.
No, no, this can't be.
But it is. Now, notice this. What does this look like? Remember the Planet Hulk what if? When
I
Sakaar took the power?
from the blast.
From the planet.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
Oh.
So yeah, they take down all the mechs. Kate, Oldstrong, Korg. I never meant for. Hey, you freaks! When you're done worshiping your devil god, you can get the hell out of here. Jerome the Oldstrong wasn't a god. He was just a man who stayed true to his oaths and to keep this dome standing and save your life. He gave up his. Whatever. He was just a monster, just like all of you. Stupid humans, don't you know? Sometimes a monster can come in pretty handy. So what did you think about that?
Oh.
Poor Jerome, right?
Yeah.
Kind of feel bad for him, don't you? But he had to.
Unfortunately.
Now, what did you think though of the moment of finding out that him that him and Korg were or at least Korg at the very least had had a liking for him.
I didn't even see it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. So one last one to wrap this up. What if World War Hulk? Which asks 3 questions again. Well, sorry, 2 questions, sorry. Come on. There we go. And what are those 2 questions? What if the heroes lost World War Hulk? And what if Thor entered World War Hulk? Because if you know, Thor didn't show up.
Oh, I forgot.
Basically, throughout all this, when the fight continues on very similarly, but something causes when and Hulk grabbed Sentry, who was so powered up when Tony tried to blast him, and it caused an chain reaction that wiped out most of Manhattan and a lot of the other heroes, which ended up leading and killing off the Skrull Queen, which was Spider Woman. So then that
Ooh.
leads to the Skrulls doing their own invasion early.
Interesting.
And they soon find him, and well, basically throughout all this, it's Hulk leading them to fight against the Skrull invasion. But every time they do, it seems like things are being helpful, but they soon start to get worse. Especially once they have one of their own. They have all the heroes here. They're ready for one big push. Until it turns out Wasp was replaced by a Skrull and ended up stabbing the same thing into Ant-Man that was going to be used on her, which causes them to basically become a giant bomb that wipes everyone else except for the Hulk.
Who's the artist? This is fantastic.
Let me go back to the start and double check. This is by.
It almost reminds me of Liam Sharp's current work.
This is by Lucio Parello. But anyway, eventually then Hulk contacts the Surfer, who says, "Bring Galactus here. This world deserves to die. There's no one else to save it. So people will be avenged." Of course, then Surfer agrees, but then he's going to vow off from being the hero to Galactus. So of course, and they show up, and I love this how the scroll kept on saying he loves you, meaning God. So which is like I struggle with these questions in my final moment, and now I cannot fight the painful belief that perhaps he did not truly love us after all. Ha! And then Hulk offers to, if in exchange for removing his memories, he will be Galactus's new herald, the World Breaker. That was interesting, but a little dumb of a main story.
Yeah.
But then this is the one I really like. We see Hulk and the Warriors, not Hulk, Thor and the Warriors 3 are on a plane when they hear about what's going on. So they all jump out and head down there to help. And then it turns out they showed up right in the middle of everything. Like, well, you're the last person, or should I say God, that I expected to see. What do you want? You may cease and desist. I know him. Just a sec. Up. Those four self-appointed rulers of Earth shot me into space. I wound up on a hostile planet. Yes, Thor. I remember now. Explained everything. As a warrior born, I can sympathize with you, Hulk. Retribution would seem appropriate, but not like this. It is said two wrongs do not make a right. If it's a right you want, here you go! Warbound, attack! To arms, Asgardians! Oh, come on. One punch and you're done? Where are you, Hammerhead? Here, monster. Wolf! Oh, no, you don't. Hammer. This time I'm going along for the ride. You dare sully Mjolnir with your foul touch? I didn't think I could get any madder than I was. Now you reap the whirlwind, golden hair! Leading to a big crash, and then bring it on, Blondie. But the God of Thunder is still more than a match for you. Excuse me. Who spoke? Just me, mister. What are you doing here, kid? I made sure the city had time to evacuate. We were trying to, sir, but that subway train got derailed when the tunnel caved in around us. At least all your fighting made it possible for me to escape, to get help since my mom's got diabetes and is kind of in bad shape. Can you help us? You can beat each other senseless later. Moments later, it took you long enough to blast out that hole. Are the batteries in your hammer running low? Chiding me will not camouflage your noble intentions, Hulk. This act of compassion must have given you pause. Have we not endured enough? We both know the despair of losing our kingdom, our land, our people. You, your adopted planet of Sakaar, and I, the eternal realm of Asgard. Hope, not hate, is what must drive us forward. We both have a chance to rebuild our lives, and in doing so, honor those who have lost to us. Queen Sierra, Lady Sif. Let us not shame them with this endless violence. Shall we reason together? Oh, think about it. Warriors, stand down. Fear not, God of Thunder. Basically, because he remembered Thor, they were able to call a halt. And then they found out, why you speak in chains? I shall explain presently, my king. So then, they eventually calm down. Sentry shows up, but then Sentry, Bruce, I'm here to Thor Sentry Thor. Looks like I gotta stay at home after all. So basically, Hulk then leaves. Mick, confessing your guilt to the Warbound will not save you from my rage. You killed my wife! So basically, things are now going fine. Everything's calmed down. New York's being cleaned up, and Hulk's gone back to Sakaar to rule them properly.
Just because Thor stopped by?
Yep.
What the heck? That's hilarious.
So overall, what did you think about all of that?
That was funny.
I meant in general, the whole shebang.
Oh.
All of World War Hulk. What did you think?
Oh, it was super fun.
Yep. Was it a worthwhile event?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say that
Was
again?
it a worthwhile event?
A worse wild event?
Worse wild. Worse.
Oh. Yes.
But the fact is, this is just the start of what's to come.
Oh.
As after this, we eventually get Red Hulk.
Yay.
Yeah. So there is plenty of other Hulk stuff to go over. But yeah, Red Hulk, it's divisive, but it's Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. So you know it's going to be nothing but dumb, mindless fun action.
Yes.
And but it would then eventually set up when Greg Pak would return later with the from Hulk after Hulk 600 with Hulk 601, as they would eventually build up to Fall of the Hulks, World War Hulks, and then the Incredible Hulks.
Okay.
But until then, well, actually, I'm going to say that. It's like, so overall, though, how would you compare this to Planet Hulk? Would you say Planet Hulk is still the better story?
Yes, definitely.
What would you say had better artwork?
Planet Hulk.
Yep, I agree. But yeah. So with that whole after Smash Warbound stuff, what did you think about Waynesboro and her be taking up her own spot?
I'll get used to it, I guess.
But yeah, and then I should also make this all clear as well. Next time we see Banner, he's going to be a dumb Hulk again for a little while.
Oh.
Well, for good reasons though, because he doesn't want to become the World Breaker again. But don't worry,
Okay.
it's not going to last too long. So until then, though, we'll see you on the next one as we go over Red Hulk.
Bye.
See ya. And I take it you're too tired to continue, right?
Yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow morning because we got the ham going.
Yep.